The Taíno Genetic Journey Part 3, Bayamón, Language and Spirituality. First, in Part 2, we mentioned Dr. Nathaniel Jensen classified the haplotypes to the ancient people groups. However, to add on to that, we're gonna quickly view the map of the haplogroups of the migrations to America. This is the map of the migrations of haplogroups. Haplogroup C and D, and most likely also A and B, derive from Cushitic, Canaanite, and Sinite men, while Q is a Semitic lineage in origin that derives from Joktan, an ancestor to subclade R, and brother lineages to O and N, and possibly further related to S, T, and M. Unlike the Q in the Dominican Republic, haplogroup C is the clade most associated to Taíno Boricua men of Puerto Rico, and the newly Puerto Rican haplogroup R, upon 1500s, is the subclade of the same Paleo-Siberian men that entered into America, Q RM207. The genetic evidence for ancient North Eurasians might be the male population created upon Mongolic Joktanites, married early European women, retaining the male inherited R haplotype from Joktan, the creator of the Mongolic people, along with Cushites, Canaanites, and Sinites. Now that we have brushed on the genetics, let's talk briefly about the Taíno spirituality from the lens of a modern-day Boricua. These are some aspects of the Taíno cultures and spirituality susceptible to observation. A. It is noted among scholars Puerto Rico was a cultural center within the Caribe. B. Who were the gods versus who were the ancestors they intended to honor? C. Is the pantheon mixed with the ancestors? D. Learning Taíno language connects the speaker to many other Native American languages, no matter how south or how north. And learning Taíno languages also connects the speaker to the immediate attention to the ancient languages and names in ancient Mesopotamia. The Taíno language may also share words with Scythians like Proto-Indo-Europeans and Indo-Iranics. E. Puerto Rico, Boriquén, was one of the most multicultural places in ancient uncolonized America. F. Many cultures and religions were among different peoples in different places within ancient Puerto Rico. G. How would the elementals fit within the structure? Main aspects of culture and spirituality. Number 1. The Taíno were Arawak Native Americans that were master sailors, hunters, and farmers. As the ancient civilizations, the Boricua Arawak paid homage to the elementals to gain their favor. Some of these are Huracán, of the winds, Trutruhueteni, or Trutruhueteni, of the thunder, Guatauba, of water disasters and deception, along with Guabanse, who is also similar or equivalent to Huracán. Atabey, or otherwise known as Tonanzi for Mother Earth, and she is the same as Pachamama and Suimaco of other cultures. They also have names for other elementals like animals, for instance, Opilyeguavirán for the spirit of the dog, and other names like Hector for maize, which is corn. But some of the most important elementals is the sun and the moon, and for Taíno, most particularly the moon, being Caraya, Nonun, and Katsi, versions of the name for moon. Gwe and Kachi, words for sun. Number 2. Deities and other minor gods. The names of some of the major deities are Semihin and Yaya, the creator god, Maketauri, Maketauriel Guayaba, and Maboya, death and evil. But Maketauri may be an equivalent to Quetzalcoatl. Yayael, the son of the creator. Yocahubagua Maurocoti, may be another version of Yaya, and the Buya are minor spirits of darkness, among other names. Most specifically, the deity called Bayamonaco, which may also have other iterations and may suggest similarity to Yaya along the hierarchy, as to say these are names for the same deity, for the most part. Today, this name is harbored in our Puerto Rican town called Bayamón, being word Bayamón the center for this video. Number 3. Connecting their spirituality with their most early ancestors, before the Americas were even inhabited by humans. H. Two types of ethnic groups came in within the knowledge of two ancient religions. The first group into America's male haplogroup Q followed a spirituality most similar to the Phoenicians. This is evidenced by the description of their ceremonies in cultures like the Olmec, Maya, and Teotihuacan. The other group may have came with another ancient religion most similar to the ancient Hebrews. These might have carried male haplogroup C and RM207, and other newer migrations into the Americas most related to the second migration into the Americas. Based on archaeogenetical and language evidence, I. The word Bayamón means the fire of Ammon, and going even more specifically, the great spirit of Ammon. Bayamonaco means almost the same. Bayamonaco, the fire of the children of Ammon. As we have seen previously in our channel, Ko means the fertile. J. What is Ammon? Ammon is the name of a person and region east of Israel. And as mentioned in the channel where Taíno and most Native Americans are taking part of their DNA is from the peoples that we have already mentioned that influenced them genetically. The Edomites, later Kenizzites, along with Moabites, that like in previous episodes also deemed Sayasudras' wife as their matriarch, Naamah, the mother of all Kenites. And also like we previously mentioned, this person Ammon is an 8-year-old king son of Manasseh, who is the father of one of the lost tribes, the lost tribe of Manasseh. An iteration is Rabath Ammon, with Ra also being within the Taíno vocabulary, a word for place. Were the Taíno honoring Ammon and his fiery spirit amongst one of their ancestors? Peoples who were most likely similar in spirituality to per se, the Canaanites? K. Just as Native Americans in general, the Moabites, Ammonites, and the Edomites had the moon amongst the most important deities. L. The language of the Taíno assimilates that of ancient Mesopotamic times, and seems to have an ancient but direct connections to Mesopotamic languages, and contemporary to them such as the Canaanite language, the Hebrew language, the Moabite language, Punic, among others. M. Some examples may be as word Semihin can be traced back to patriarch of ancient Semites, Sem or Shem. Yaya from Hebrew, Jah. Yaya may refer to the phrase, God the God, as in God, God. Even seen a word for Mother Earth in the Navajo language, Keya. In Taíno this literally translates to Earth God. Il from Taíno word opil to refer to the spirit, also in similarity to Hebrew word for light. And El, the word for the son of the god. That is also the name of the deity for the god of Ammon. Bayamón, Bayamón, the fire of Ammon, the great spirit of Ammon, or the great and fiery spirit of Ammon. However, that's it for this video. Make sure to follow the
Give me some more.
Make sure to follow the Taíno Genetic Journey series. Links in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Abaketone Borike, and I'll see you on the next video.